Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play. Here's a Might and Magic 5.5, Hammers of Fate. In the last part we pretty much finished Mission 5, Laszlo, of the Fortress Campaign, the Dwarven Campaign. The only thing left was taking down Laszlo himself. Turns out, however, I left this way too late. I left this particular objective way too late. I decided instead of spending, I decided to spend all of my time exploring nearby, rather than rushing to take out Laszlo as quickly as possible. Which is a bad idea when your opponents outnumber you in terms of towns. However, I did finally manage to take him down after like 4 or 5 months of wasting turns. Took forever. Like way too long. And I don't want to submit you to that. So I stopped. I didn't record until I'd actually managed to take him down. I'm not doing it again. Sorry guys. Anyway, that'll do for this mission, which has ended, which has taken far too long. So we're going to start a new campaign at last.
What is it? What's he doing?
Damned if I know. He's a vicious bastard.
You're always too polite. I'd call him an ass. More red troops coming! Ah, blast! Dwarves! Warriors of the stone wall! To me! To battle!
Knights of the Stag! For our freedom!
Oh no! Elrath, preserve us!
My daughter, Freda. Amidst all the tortures, all the horrors, only one thing really terrified me. That I would die before I could see you again.
You won't die. I'll get you out. We'll fight together to free the Empire.
No, you will fight for the Empire. I have done all I could for decades. The bell tolled for me the moment the messenger from Laszlo arrived.
Laszlo, don't give up. It's not your way. My troops have the hallways. We can be gone.
Don't lose that. What you feel right now. Never. Keep fighting. It will be hard, my daughter. But if you persevere, I know in my bones that we will win.
Of course. I must. We must. Father.
And when the Empire is saved, I will be there to share it. But for now, I
Heed his words. Receive my gift.
Laszlo!
What was that scream?
Freda?
If she has a voice like that, lad, I'd have second thoughts about marrying her. But she's done for Laszlo. Good girl, that one.
Whatever magic he had, Freda's scream broke it. Let's finish it.
Duncan, old friend, I have never before felt so much like cracking skulls.
Forward! Tonight we'll see each other again. Either over roast deer.
Aye, or in the halls of our fathers. Forge and fire!
There we are. Well, that was fun. If a bit well, massively cheesy. But what do you expect? It's Heroes of Might and Magic. So, we're going to be beginning the final campaign that Hammers of Fate has for us. We didn't do great on this one. Not surprised. Yeah. Here we are. Oh dear. What on earth has happened here? Campaign. What the hell? One second, everybody. There we are. I restarted I restarted the game, and it shows up now. So, we've got a new campaign that is featuring Ylaya. And she's a character that I don't think we've ever actually seen before, but we'll see her now. So our first mission is known as the Spy, and judging by these units, we're going to be playing Dungeon again. I'm a big fan of this. I like Dungeon. So Shadow Witches or Blood Maidens or Boots of the Swift Journey, all of these would be pretty good. I'm going to take the Witches because shooters are always preferable to everything else. Even things that don't get counterattacked. But the Blood Maidens aren't even things that don't get counterattacked. They're things that would not get counterattacked if they got upgraded. I don't know if there's a hill fort in this map, and I know for a fact that there isn't a city. So yeah. Let's go.
A shadow is always here and there, watching from close or afar, drinking your words and screams. In her abyssal womb lie all the forgotten memories and the buried secrets of the past. Ylaya. Oh, Mother of the Shadows, I obey.
Yes, heed me. Look to the Soul Scar. They have rebuilt old altars, revived their old rites. Their minds are hidden, even from me.
What can I do to execute your will?
Learn, lay bare their plans. Learn of their rituals. Expose their new loyalties.
Your will shall be my will. Your needs, my needs.
As it should be.
There we are. That gave us almost no information whatsoever. So, we have a bunch of objectives. Our objectives are find the site of the right, Ylaya must survive, and visit the Oracle. Now, Ylaya is, as I said, a dungeon hero. In Heroes of Might and Magic 5.5, she is a Dark Mystic, which is the dungeon. Is this Dark Mystic? Dark Mystic, I think. No, that's Warlock. Oh no, that's her. Hang on, what am I talking about? That's her speciality. Sorry, her class is Warlock. Her speciality is Dark Mystic, which allows her to use Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual is more powerful, enabling the hero to regenerate mana even beyond the normal maximum mana cap. The amount regenerated over the cap is dependent on hero level. The hero also increases his or her knowledge for every 8 levels. Yeah, so Ylaya is... Think of Ylaya as Raylag from the original game, but instead of... But without the mana problems that dungeon heroes always have. Because her speciality not only gives her a way to regen mana and get more than her maximum mana, but it also gives her higher maximum mana as she levels up, through having higher knowledge. It's really nice. And naturally she starts with Destructive as well as basic Occultism, which is the new name for the this skill, the dungeon hero's primary skill. So, as a warlock, she starts with occultism, and occultism has been reworked. It's not involved in the elemental chaining anymore. Well, I think some of these are, but point is, it now reduces the damage penalty that that elemental resistances cause. So, the occultism tree has Dark Ritual, which I've already taken, and next will be Pariah. Yeah, the hero gains +5 spell power when casting dark magic, but this. What's that say? This dedication, I think, makes him or her a pariah amongst his or her own kind, -1 morale. At level 30, the hero gains an additional +5 spell power for all spells, effectively +10 for dark magic, but his or her luck is also decreased by 1. I'm not a fan of that. We've got empowered spells. All damaging spells deal 50% more damage, but mana cost is doubled. We'll obviously want that. And Elemental Vision, which is the Elemental Chains ability. That was on the original game. The original game's dungeon faction. The hero will be able to see the elements associated with enemy creatures. Creatures get a damage bonus for attacking an opposite element. +5% for every mastery level of occultism and 5% for every altar of the elements built. And this one I can't get. Distract. I'm not a fan of Distract, so I don't care about that. And what's this? Is Consume Corpse. Oh, great, lovely. Receives a special combat ability to consume the corpse of fallen creature stacks to restore mana. And this is a Cult Master, which is new. Additional spellcasters will join the hero's army every week. The number of spellcasters is equal to a formula. It's a rounded multiplier times hero knowledge, which the multiplier equals 0.117, 0.25, 0.33, 0.44 based on the week's growth of the spellcaster. Okay. So, this seems like a skill designed specifically to mess up any unit, any character that actually, has a full base built. Would be pretty good in maps where you don't have a city though, because obviously you'd be generating creatures. And then we got dark magic, destructive magic. I don't think we don't have any sub skills for that. No. Okay, so for occultism, I've already taken Dark Ritual. I definitely want empowered spells. I kind of want to pick up. I want one of these two. I don't care about Pariah because while dark magic is on here, it's not that big a deal for me. What's this? Grants the hero the ability to tie his or her own spirit to the spirits of the creature on the battlefield at the end of combat, until the end of combat. If linked creature receives any damage, the hero will gain mana. Gain some mana. Oh, that's cool, I guess. Anyway, yeah, so we got Destructive, which can go Storms into Secrets of Destruction. We can go Master of Fire into Fiery Wrath Ignite, or Master of Ice Cold Death. That's pretty good. The hero knows Cold Winter. The hero learns the Circle of Winter spell, gains +2 spell power at level 20, and all frost spells will be more powerful. That's not that big a deal, actually. That's different from what it used to be. So yeah, I'm not doing that. I think I'm going to go down the Master of Fire into Ignite again, because Ignite's really good. So, because this is dungeon, we obviously want to pick sorcery, because anything that we can do to increase the amount of mana we get is really nice. Apparently, dungeon can go necromancer, which is interesting. I guess warlock, yeah. Warlock probably. Warlock goes light and necromancy. Okay, that's weird. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's not. This isn't a good idea this isn't a good idea for a dungeon warlock, especially for a campaign dungeon warlock. We're never going to be getting any undead in this campaign, that's for sure. Anyway, so yeah, so we're definitely taking occultism. Well, we've got occultism and destructive. We're definitely going to be taking sorcery because we want to max out our mana efficiency. Summoning is quite nice. Enlightenment would also be real nice to get intelligence. And Swift Mind is also really nice to have for a warlock. All that casting. Luck is definitely something we want because we get caster's luck. And attack is also probably something that we'll want to pick up because attack is pretty. Because dungeon creatures are very aggressive. So we've got archery. What shooters did dungeon have? Dungeon has assassins and witches for shooters, so archery doesn't really help that much. And obviously, flaming arrows is almost worthless when you don't, when you're not even offered war machines. We can go battle frenzy, retribution, power of speed. Power of speed isn't great. Tactics, offensive formation. Do we have logistics? Is here. Retribution. We don't. Leadership isn't on here, so retribution wouldn't be very helpful here. We could end up taking battle frenzy, tactics, offensive formation. I don't like that, but it might be the best we've got for an aggressive method, an aggressive fighting style, creature-focused fighting style. Alternatively, we could go defense, seeing as it's part of the warlock class set. Go defense light. That'd be weird. Although defense light does give us teleport assault, which would help with hydras. Anyway, I've got a reasonable idea of what I want to do with Ylaya's build, but at the same time, you do get more skill slots in this particular in Heroes 5.5. So really, there's not a lot that I can really like be certain of. Okay, so we've got a stack of assassins, blood furies, minotaur guards, and shadow matriarchs. On top of our shadow witches, maybe additional shooters. I think I'm going to do some stack splitting. Yeah. I'm going to do some stack splitting on the more worthless stacks. It being the Minotaurs, so that they can get in the way. If we need units to get in the way, then the Minotaurs are the ones that should do it. Okay, so we've got some skeletons. They're just easy pickings. Yeah, I'm going to take some XP and some money. And that's it for the turn. That was a quick, early turn. Stack of some militia. Brutes. They're brutes. Windstrider boots, yes please. Give me those. Oh hey, luck! Excellent. Give me luck. Luck is amazing. Hey look, more levels. So dark magic. Should probably decide now, seeing as I've been offered it now. Am I taking dark magic? So dark magic again, Master of Pain, Curses, and Mind. Dark Renewal increases the hero's mana regeneration by 4, and should it happen that any destructive dark, wasp swarm or divine vengeance spells are completely resisted by the target, the hero gains back all of the mana spent to cast that spell, and his or her ATB bar drops to 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, depending on the sorcery of the caster. It doesn't work for the irresistible effect from occultism. So, Dark Renewal's been rearranged. It's been remade, it seems. Dark Renewal now gives mana regen and mana regeneration from failing to cast dark magic spells or destructive magic spells. That's pretty good. Corrupted Soil is meh. It's kind of bad. Strike of Suffering. No warlock will ever be normal attacking if they have any options, any other option. And Spirit Link is pretty good for getting extra mana. Really, Dark is a really good skill set. So I think I am going to take Dark. Not skill set. It's a really good magic set. Sorry. It's not very good at. It's not very good as a set of skills. But the magic it comes along with, specifically things like Puppet Master and Frenzy, are spectacular. So I will be taking Dark. Yeah, fight large numbers of weakly peasants. Let's see the Seer, huh? So our secondary objective is complete, and now we've got presumably a new secondary objective. Hello. What the hell? Have I run out of moves? I don't understand. Did I... What? I didn't get anything. I don't understand. What's happened? What has happened? For heaven's sake. 1 second. Hey everybody. Turns out, surprisingly enough, that this quest is bugged for Heroes of Might and Magic 5.5, and no one has fixed it yet. And I don't know why. Unfortunately, that means that I'm not going to be able to get the bonus for secondary objective for completing the. When you visit this Seer Hut, you're supposed to get an additional special secondary objective that will. Excuse me. That will give you a certain set of creatures on the map to take out, like a fixed. I think it's like 7 stacks that you need to take out, based on the based on the ones that you're shown them by the by an upcoming Hut of the Magi. And if you take them all out and then come back and visit the Seer Hut, he'll give you a bunch of stat boosters, a bunch of free stat boosts. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to take advantage of that without cheating. Now, without like deliberately giving myself those boosts. I don't want to do that, but it's not working, you know? It's not working, and it's the quest hasn't shown up. Which is, it's even worse than it was originally, where it just didn't work sometimes. Yeah, here we are. We got some Minotaurs. Oh my god, there's loads of them. Jesus. Yeah, I can't go that way. Yeah, can't go that way. Yeah, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. I think I'm just going to have to, you know, just suck it up and cheat the game or ignore. Either cheat the game. I don't want to do that, but I don't know how hard this campaign's going to be, because I didn't really get very far into it last time I tried this one. But yeah, either I'm gonna have to cheat it. I'm gonna figure out how many points I'm supposed to get from the stat boosters and just give it to my hero. I've got cheats enabled just in case I really need it. But hey look, shooters. I'm gonna shoot the shooters. I'm gonna bring back everybody, except for the tanky shooters. Actually, you're gonna stack these up and split this stack, so I can shoot more specifically. Yeah. I'm gonna have to. I'm going to have to either, you know, mess around with I'm going to have to either cheat or completely. Ow! Wow. Does the first aid tent resurrect? I'm not sure. Don't think it does. No, it doesn't. Yeah, that was a bad decision. I forgot how painful hunters were. God damn it! Stop like fake freezing, game. Jeez. I hate hunters so much. Okay, right. Let's just fight you properly this time. Hold the control. I'm going to stay there so that they don't shoot at anything else. And them shooters can shoot at you too. And then again, apparently. Yeah, there we are. Oh, no, there we are. That was easier than it should have been. Well, it was harder than it should have been, rather. I don't know. More XP. I don't want to take Necromancy, because I'm never going to get Necromantic units. So I'm not going to take Necromancy. Necromancy is pretty useless to me. If I just check the skills that are behind it. I've got Cold Steel, Chilling Bones. So Cold Steel, Chilling Bones is a pretty good skill set, actually. The hero enhances weapons of all troops of his or her army to attack with additional ice damage. 10% of primary damage dealt. And the hero gains 2 defense, and all undead troops are enhanced with enchantment, with ice enchantment. Any creature that engaged. Well, this is pointless. Chilling Bones is worthless to a non-undead faction. Eternal Servitude. Yeah, again, worthless. Same here. Yeah, no, that's worthless. Unholy Crusade. All creatures in Hero's Army receive +1 movement, speed. If the battle is taking place on flat terrain, on dirt terrain, the hero can use resurrection artifacts on undead creatures, and resurrection from artifacts are 10% more powerful. That's cool. Yeah, no, this is worthless to a warlock. I could take Master of Mind, which boosts slow and gives mass slow and area confuse. Confuse is a nice skill. On the other hand, arcane training, mana cost reduction. Yeah, I think I'll probably take that, to be honest. We're going arcane training, arcane brilliance, counterspell. I don't like these. I don't like counterspell. Counterspell is a fairly pointless thing in Heroes, because spending an entire turn to stop the enemy casting some magic seems pretty counterintuitive to me. I don't know. Arcane Brilliance is fairly pointless. Wisdom. Allows a hero to learn spells of the 3rd. Yeah. Mark of the Sorcerer. Refined Mana. Hero gains +2 knowledge, and at level 20, and all casters in Heroes Army will spend half the required mana cost to cast spells. So I'm thinking Arcane Training, Mysticism, Refined Mana? What does Mark of the Sorcerer do? Hero gains the ability to target an enemy stack. Mark of the Sorcerer until the end of combat. Each subsequent spell targeting that target has its effect doubled and costs twice as much mana. That's pretty good too. Anyway, I'm going to take that. I'm also going to take a spell. What spell is this? Endurance, of course it is. Didn't get a damaging spell. No. Never get damaging spells from these kind of things. Golden Horseshoe. Yes, please, luck. And here's a... what's guarding this? Oh, shooters. Of course there are. Well, anyway, I'm gonna cut the video here. I'll decide what to do about the about the whole, you know, stat booster quest thing off screen. But until I've figured out what's going on with that, I'll see you guys next time when we continue to explore this area of the map. And this map, I think that I vaguely remember this map being fairly easy for the most part, so it shouldn't take too long. Anyway, I'll see you guys then. Goodbye, everybody.